Hey, friend. Welcome back to the Side Hustle Growth Podcast. Now, let's talk about the time of year. We are in September. Happy September. I'm so happy we're here. We made it to fall, but at the same time, what? We are in September, and there's like 3 months left in the year at this point. This time of year can be very, very electrifying and also very stressful. There's like a sense of like newness and new beginnings and refocus that's in the air because you might have taken time off. I hope you did take time off from work, from your side hustle, both simultaneously. Maybe you created a system, whatever it is, but you took some kind of break and now you're back to your regularly scheduled program. And then as you're just wrapping up like the summer chaos and you're prepping for the holidays, like I've heard people talking about Christmas already. Pump the brakes, but I have heard people talking about Christmas. There's back to school if that applies. If you have kids in the home, there are a lot of stressors already. And then you add being a side hustler, not just any side hustler, but an ambitious side hustler. And that just makes the stress even more amplified. You're trying to juggle everything, you're trying to grow your business, and you're trying to find balance between your 9 to 5, your side hustle, life, kids, everything else. It's stressful. Help. And that's what we're going to be talking about today is how to really manage that stress of this transition into fall. There we are using that word again. But that transition into fall after a much more like laid back vibe from the summer. And, you're back to tighter schedules and more responsibilities. So, with that, it really does help to have a routine. Get back to your routine, whatever that looks like. Because I know even for myself, I was waking up a little bit later, but I can do that. I'm in full control of my schedule. But get back into routine slowly but surely. Make sure if there are others in the home, you're communicating what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, when, why, who's responsible for what, and just so that you can really manage your expectations around taking on more responsibilities. The days are getting shorter. And with the days getting shorter, it can really mess with your mood. It can mess with your energy levels. So if you can get ahead of that and create some kind of routine, whatever that looks like for you, if you're at work, maybe it is from 9 to 5. In the mornings, what are you going to do? In the evenings, what are you going to do? When you look at your lifestyle, when can you actually really work on your side hustle? What do you want to work on in your side hustle? Pull out that calendar, pull out that planner. You might not be able to stick to it down to every last minute, but at least knowing what to expect or what you have the capacity to manage really would help you with being able to manage the stress. Stress is going to happen. Stress is going to come. It ain't going nowhere. So it's really just about being able to manage it, being able to communicate when you need some help, being able to communicate when you're at capacity, when you're burning out, whatever it is, creating a routine. First of all, with creating a routine, you're going to prioritize and you're going to plan ahead. Get a sense of what's on your plate. Get a sense of what's urgent, what can wait, what's a priority, when, why, how. Make a list. Plan your week. Get ahead of things. I like to plan out my week. Sometimes it's Sunday nights. Realistically, most times is when I sit down on my desk on a Monday, I will plan out my week. I have my planner out or I have my to-do list and I know what my expectations are. And I can map out the week and figure out what goes into what time slot. And you can do the same thing for your side hustle, your family, your self-care, your lifestyle. Manage your expectations. The next thing I would suggest, crucial in any area of life, is setting boundaries. If you're going to manage stress, you need to set some boundaries. You mean saying no to some things, even at work, in your personal life, saying no to things that do not serve your goals right now. It's okay to skip the extra event. It's okay if you don't want to do anything that day, but learn to say no guilt-free. Learn to listen to your body, listen to yourself, to check in with yourself, and really ask yourself, not just can I do this, but do I want to? Does this fit into my life and my lifestyle right now? Do I need this right now? Is this necessary right now? Or can I say no? And not should I say no? Stand firm in your no. Can I say no? Is this an opportunity that I'm going to turn down? Because this time of year, there's so much happening. Everyone is back on track and it's overwhelming. So there's a lot going on and you don't have to be all up in everything. So set those boundaries, especially including within yourself. Know when you need to say no and be okay with saying that. The next thing I would say is creating a morning routine. It can set the tone for the entire day. Maybe you're meditating, you're practicing yoga, like me, like a little Reiki, a morning workout. You want to go for a walk. I take my dogs for a walk. Maybe you want a quiet cup of coffee or tea. You want to make your little breakfast, your little eggs and your little whatever else with your toast. And find something that will ground you for what is going to come in that day, what is ahead in that day. Even if it's just 5 minutes of just breathing, taking in that little me time. And then from 5 minutes, you make it 7 minutes, and you make it 10 minutes, and you make it 15 minutes. But creating a morning routine would really, really help. I can't even tell you the amount of times I can be sitting in traffic and I will just like take a moment and just stop what I'm thinking about, try to stop my brain and just breathe through it. When I feel like I'm getting rushed and I'm getting overwhelmed, I just pause, and it literally can take 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and just breathe. Another thing that really can help is staying active. Physical activity is crucial, however that looks for you. The days are getting shorter. We'll be hitting them like it'll be dark by 4 p.m. very soon, and it's going to be cold and dreary, and that really can have an impact on you. If you're hitting the gym, you're going for a walk, you're getting outside, you're getting some fresh air, you're moving around your living room, you're rearranging furniture, whatever it is, just to get your body moving, because it can be a natural stress reliever to have that outlet, that physical outlet of you pouring into something that gets you to exert energy and increases your energy levels. Another thing I would love to suggest to you is stay connected. Don't isolate yourself when you are feeling stressed. Reach out to your people, reach out to your friends, your family, the people in your network, your fellow side hustlers, and ask for help, ask for suggestions, ask them to check in with you. If you know you have a hard time reaching out to people, and I'm speaking from experience because I'm one of those people, but just say, hey, can you check in with me? Or hey, do you have a few minutes that I can bounce this idea off you? But just knowing that you have that kind of support to help with managing the stress, they might not be able, most likely won't be able to alleviate the stress, but at least having that outlet again, just like staying physically active, that is one outlet. Staying connected can be another outlet as well. And as much as you may feel isolated, please know that you are not. If you don't have somebody to reach out to right now, reach out to your girl, CJ. I am right here, ready, willing, and able to listen to you and to help you by being that outlet. Hook up with me for a 15-minute vibe check. Now, the next thing is, I use this word very cautiously. I don't usually like talking about balance. Now, I like to talk about alignment, but if you like to use balance, just know that balance is very relative. It comes, it goes, it's up, it's down, it's around, it's through. But finding balance during this season isn't just about managing stress. It's also about making sure you're not burning out while you are trying to do it all. It's not about giving equal time to everything, because you hear balance and you think about everything having equal parts. It is not about giving equal time to everything. It's about giving the right amount of time to what matters most, especially with whatever scenario, whatever situation you're dealing with. Balance is relative. What looks like balance for you will not look like balance to someone else. So really being able to find your sense, to feel your sense of balance can be so, so key. Another thing, my girl, please, I beg you, be realistic. What do you mean by that? Of course, I'm realistic, CJ, but are you? You have to accept that you are not going to get everything done. First of all, you're not going to get everything done perfectly, and that is okay. It is about progress. It's about being able to move forward. It's not about perfection. Sometimes you'll really crush it. You'll have an amazing day, week, month, and then other times you'll just hit a wall or things will plateau. This is why I always stress managing your expectations. You cannot do it all. You are not expected to do it all. Be realistic with what you can do and embrace the ebb and flow. And you should have known with me, I'm always going to bring this up because I love me some self-care. Schedule some downtime, boo. Schedule some downtime. Yes, you need to schedule it. You need to see it in your calendar and take that time for yourself. You schedule meetings. You schedule when you're going to work on your content or your marketing for your side hustle. You schedule when you're putting aside time to attend an event. So schedule some time for yourself. So if it's taking the afternoon off, the day off, the weekend off, just to be able to unwind. Make sure you are giving yourself time to recharge. And another thing, we talked about breathing before. Practice mindfulness. It's easy to get caught up in what's coming next and just forget to live in the moment. Just being mindful, being grateful for what you have in this very moment. Just almost like you're taking a step back or outside of your life and looking around and being like, okay, right, I'm doing pretty okay. Just to practice that mindfulness with that, whether it's that deep breathing and that meditation, and just taking a few moments to be present. We are so caught up in having to keep up. The next thing, what's on the schedule? I have this meeting. I have to do this. No. The kids, grocery. I have to go to this event. I have to see this with the family. I have to go here. Mindfulness. Take a moment. Be present. Be grateful. And it will help you just to breathe. It will help you to manage that stress, reduce the stress even, and bring about whatever that balance that you're looking for in your life, bringing about that balance as well. Now, one more thing I wanted to touch on, I kind of touched on it already, is the importance of community. We can't do this alone. We shouldn't have to do it alone. And that is why I created the Side Hustle Her Club. It is about a space where we can support each other. You can share tips. You grow your side hustles together. You're meeting, you're connecting, you're networking, you're being a part of a community that understands your experience, understands exactly where this vent is coming from, where this frustration is coming from, celebrates those small wins with you, can make all the difference, especially when your stress levels are high. We don't just talk business strategies. We're also about how to manage life that comes about with being a side hustler. Because there is an added element of stress with having a full-time job, having a life, and wanting your own thing on the side. So celebrate with us, join us, check out the link, and to find out more or reach out to me in a 15-minute vibe check and ask me all the questions you need to ask me to see if this is a fit for you. I feel like it is. I feel like it is a good fit for you, but really and truly, this is a stressful time of year. And if you're feeling the weight of this season, you are feeling overwhelmed, September just started, and you're already feeling overwhelmed and you need that extra support, I would love for you to join the Side Hustler Club. Don't navigate this crazy quote unquote hustle alone, join the club. Let's talk. Ask me all you need to ask me. And we will welcome you with open arms and celebrate you as much as you need to be celebrated. Now, that brings me to the end of the episode. Just with the navigating, managing, handling, whatever word you want to use, stress at this time of year where all kinds of things are happening and your head feels like it's on the swivel as you try to keep up with everything that you don't need to keep up with. Manage that stress. Reach out to your girl CJ. Ask me about the Side Hustler Club if you need that added element of support. Thank you for being here. I am sending you good vibes. I am cheering you on. You got this. I am rooting for you and your success. Until the next episode, thanks for being here. Bye.